Hey, what's going on, people? This is Eric of Covenant of Love coming to you in Archaic Symbolism. Check out this guy, Scott Anthony's site, if you guys would. He's basically, just clipped pretty much most of the questions they had today for our Secretary General, who has previously worked for the Clintons, who, before they ruled not to do anything, she met Bill Clinton, and had a private conversation without cameras and stuff, which is totally should be illegal. If it was a mobster she was doing this with, she would have already been removed from her job. So I don't know what's going on in our government, but I know it's a great show. I've always known it's a great show. I'm not trying to say that. What I'm just trying to say to you is now it's like I told you, I used to watch the pre-impeachment trial of Bush. That was pretty out in the open as far as his not giving a shit about subpoenas and these different things, which I thought at the time was amazing. And again, I will tell you, the Secretary General of the time was a Gettysburg, he graduated from the Gettysburg University or whatever. And he was an expert on the Constitution. And at that time, he said there was like 2 or 3 things left on our Constitution. Okay, we have been subverted from the inside out. And you know how they do it. They blackmail people. They get people to do things they're not supposed to be doing. They film them with hidden different things, and then they use these things to do this. That's why when you see the black book for the boys club, or what is it called? Not the Boys Town, where all these pedophiles were, molesting all these kids, and of course the black book is never opened. I mean, this is just fucking common sense, but the problem is so many people don't give a fuck. So right now we have this Clinton, which, by the way, if you want to know why our fucking United States is so fucked up, is because we signed NAFTA. Okay, who signed NAFTA? Clinton did. That's why all of our fucking industries left. That's why they employ little kids, for 50 cents a fucking day and this other crazy shit. But it's out in the open now. It's completely out in the open. These people are this is absolute high treason. To have an unsecured server at your home, no matter who you are within the government, you have security clearances. This whole trial is an utter joke. Anybody that's in the military, have family in the military, this is ludicrous. Completely ludicrous. For these people to stand up and say, well, I can't comment on this, and well, I just left the team up to it, and the team came up with this, and that's how... No, bullshit. Okay? At least 100 emails that were classified. She turned over documents to lawyers that do not have security clearances. This is a joke. And in fact, I don't think private lawyers have security clearances. So these are treasonous acts. They're not just, she's perjured herself on film, okay? Either there's already been a coup in our government, which is what it's starting to look like, or there's something that these people are also fear. I don't think all of them are traitors. They can't all be traitors. So I think there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. And then they put a guy like Trump, who's like the wildest guy ever to be a Republican, right? It just smells of a complete fucking setup. It's just total bullshit. You can't be a criminal and get elected. You can't run while they're trying to indict you. And then I said something to this other guy that lives by me, and he's like, well, I'm not voting for that fucking bigot. No, but you'll openly vote for a fucking criminal? You'll openly vote for somebody that has a body trail? She did the same thing with Whitewater when she fucking went in there, locked herself in there, and shredded all the documents then. This is not because they're great people. Okay, they are hardcore mobsters. Straight up. They are not to be fucked with. And I think that it's so bad that our government's actually scared to fucking do something about it. So this is my 2 cents. I'm extremely pissed off right now. But I highly recommend that you guys check all this stuff out, because you're probably not going to see it in the news. Because they've got all this other shootings and things that are going on to cover up for all this stuff. These people that are asking the questions, these I believe they're senators, amazing people. I mean, they're wording everything they say carefully, because I think they should just be using treason or fucking. I mean, really? 100 emails you're not even going to investigate. And basically, she investigated by going and having lunch with them. She didn't even spend a quarter. They spent like an hour or two. Didn't even read the report. How could she have read the report in one day? In half a day, because she met him at noon. A year-long report, and she just says, no, we're not going to do nothing about it. Okay, she needs to be removed from office. Okay, there needs to be a complete cleansing of our government. I mean, it's just that's it, man. These people are criminals. Okay, you don't. And the one senator brought up stuff that she sent emails out where people were actually undercover CIA. If they get those lists, they're just going to go kill all those people. Something is changed. There's something that has changed. Okay, they've never been this so open about. I mean, they've always been doing stuff like this, but they've never been just, well, I'm not going to do anything about it. Okay, there needs to be, and believe me, I want a revolution like everybody else, but it's got to be nonviolent. They are begging you guys to go off. That's why they're pushing all this black-white stuff, and especially religious. They're also dumping these people that are Muslims everywhere so that they can fight the Christians. They just want us to kill each other. And that's what we absolutely need not to do. It needs to be nonviolent. We need to stop. I mean, if it means getting no gas, not everybody not going to work, 350 million people just sitting down in their homes and saying enough is enough. I mean, it's just, everything's just so perfectly done these days. It's just, everything's so well choreographed and like nobody, it's like everybody's asleep. And if I even mention, well, this is, this is perjury. She's on film perjuring herself. She's perjured herself 50, 60 times on film. They just get a blank look and walk off. Oh, their immediate assumption is I'm a racist and I want Trump. I don't even think it's that. I just think they don't want this government anymore, but they don't understand what it's going to be like with a new government. Okay? And for all you European people that listen to me, and you call us America. We're not all stupid, okay? Just so you get that straight. And you keep laughing, but we're the soldier, okay, of the 3 rings of Dominion. Okay? The Knights of Mars, the Red Knights of Mars, the red shield, okay, of the Vatican. It's on white and a red shield with a dragon on it. They're the ones that rule this world. Okay? They're with the Germans. They've signed a treaty with the Germans. These things are factual. They're not dreamy, okay? We have the city within a city, England. Also very corrupt. Okay? They've done the same thing. They've exported cheap labor everywhere. They put these Muslims so that they're going to fight. The governments are going to sit back. The militaries are going to sit back, and they're going to watch us. The revolution will not be televised. There'll be madness in the street, and they're just going to sit back and watch it happen for a week or two while you can't eat, right? No power. No milk, the fridge, everything's going to rot. And then they'll come in and they'll clean up and set up order. And unless people wake up and start talking to their brothers and sisters and friends and saying, why isn't somebody doing something about this? Okay, it's open. I mean, do you understand that server could be like a backdoor into bigger servers? God knows what you put through there. The over 1,000 emails scrubbed by people that don't even have a security clearance. Anyway, think about it, guys. It's pretty terrifying. And this is not a fear porn thing. It's fucking reality. So when we are not of reality, where we're just everybody's everybody, the machine is still going to kill you at some point. I mean, everybody's going to die, right? But the machine is setting up for complete control. And that's just a fact. It's not to be worried about. It's, it pisses me off. But I'm not, oh fuck, all the time. I'm mad. I'm mad that we're on the cusp of having a great republic where issues of color and race and creed and all these things could be overcome, and we could actually become friends and make people be transparent. Rule ourselves. Stand up in action and rule ourselves instead of having. We don't need a daddy over us all the time. What we do need to do is get together and be responsible for one another. Bye. Have a good night.